Hey, what's up guys? So the official Avengers 4 trailer just dropped this morning. I actually didn't know it was gonna come out at 7 a.m. where I was from, and I woke up at 8 thinking it was gonna come out at 9. So I kind of messed up there, but I saw it at 8 and I thought it was gonna be a lot different. But nonetheless, guys, I really liked it. It was strangely satisfying. And the official title for Avengers 4 is Avengers Endgame, which I know we've heard before from the Russo brothers that it wasn't gonna be that. Nobody in the previous movies has ever said the title of Avengers 4, but it's understandable when you have a bunch of crazy fans like me who obsess for hours of the day trying to figure out what it could possibly be called. So it's totally understandable, Russo brothers. I do not blame you in the least. We have a lot of questions. There's a lot of speculations I want to get into, like what time is Scott Lang in and how did he even end up there, especially with the van. So I'll get into that and everything later. It was a pretty crazy trailer. It was very subtle. I thought it was gonna be completely the opposite, more visually explosive. I'm still extremely satisfied. All those things, I'll give my best cracks at it. So if you're interested in hearing any of that, definitely stay tuned. But before we begin, make sure if you are subscribed to hit that notification button to keep up with all my latest uploads. And if you are new to the channel and you like this video, definitely consider subscribing. With that all out of the way, guys, let's get right into it. So the first thing we see is the decrepit Iron Man helmet that's aboard some kind of shipping vessel, and we see Tony Stark and he's kind of destitute on this ship. He's trapped in the ship. 4 days ago he ran out of food and water, so he's pretty much effed right now. He's going through space. I believe he's on the Benatar. Now at first I thought the ship was not the Guardians ship, the Benatar, but I guess the view that we see the ship at, it's kind of on top, so I do believe it is the Benatar. No, that was probably the only viable ship or way of getting off of Titan. I don't think Nebula really stuck around to help him out. We do see her later in the trailer, but I'll get to that right now. We see him on there, and the biggest question already is how long he's been up there. And the overall question of the trailer is how much time has elapsed. Now, a lot of people have been saying since he said 4 days ago he ran out of food that the battle on Titan happened like days ago, but I don't believe that at all. And I try to gauge it by this. If it was days before, I remember Tony Stark after the Titan battle had a bunch of scars on his face. He had a few big gashes. So I was trying to look at his face and gauge whether he had any scars or if he was still bleeding from any of that, but he looks for the most part healed. So I'm gonna assume that it's not days after Titan, of course. I think that's pretty obvious. And the next thing we see is the Marvel Studios 10th year anniversary just being decimated, which is the official name of the snap. Like the official thing that it's called now is the decimation. And I did not think that that whole effect of the turning into dust would hit me so hard, but that it made me feel some type of way, guys, when I saw that Marvel Studios logo just turn into dust. I don't know. They're going too hard with that, man. They're crushing our souls with this one, but it's good. I love it. And then we see the Thanos armor scarecrow on that planet that's still unknown, and we see the gauntlet and the legs of Thanos as he's walking through his farm, and we see the gauntlet and it's still not good. I guess he hasn't fixed it or tried to get it fixed or anything. And also another thing I noticed was there's no visible stone. So I don't know what he did with the stones. Maybe he broke the stones. I'm not too sure. Maybe, you know, we just can't see him yet. I feel like there's a reason why they wouldn't outright show the gauntlet with the stones, but maybe I'm just being too paranoid. And also the way he's walking, he kind of looks like he's not all right. He kind of looks like he's hurt, but yeah, it just looks kind of strange. It looks off. So I'm even surprised that they showed us anything of Thanos in this trailer. Any little bit of Thanos that we could get is pretty awesome at this point. We see the Avengers compound and we get the narration from Black Widow pretty much confirming that Thanos did succeed and 50% of all living creatures are now dead. We see a shot of Steve crying. We don't really see who's in front of him, and we don't really know why he's crying. He could just be crying about the decimation. We see Bruce Banner looking at the proclaimed missing people, and the first person we see is Scott Lang, but we know that he was in the quantum realm during the snap and he was negated from all of that. But we also get the revelation that Shuri got snapped. So that kind of alludes to M'Baku is probably the king of Wakanda right now. And do I want to see M'Baku be Black Panther? Do I want to see Winston Duke in a Black Panther costume? Yes, I do. But will that happen? I'm not too sure. Will they show that? I hope so. Despite M'Baku's feelings on vibranium and his strong traditionalism, we also see that Peter Parker is of course missing, and we didn't need to be reminded of that, guys. We did not need to be reminded of that. Or did we? We see Thor in normal clothes, and this suggests obviously that he's on Earth, and I believe, and it suggests that he's been on Earth for a while, really. And what I'm gonna say about this, he kind of looked like he's like in a train station. He doesn't look like he's at the Avengers compound, but I have a feeling that he's gonna go seek out Eric Selvig. Now, if I am not misinformed, I heard, or I might have read somewhere that Selvig actually did survive the snap, and it would kind of tie into him. He's been in most of the Avengers movies. I would think Selvig would come back. I'm not too sure if the actor is coming back for this movie, but that's my whole guess on that. We see Nebula on the Benatar, and the way that it's shot, it kind of implies that the next shot where we see a hand on top of somebody's shoulder is Nebula, but I'm not too sure about that. If it was maybe Nat, or who knows, maybe it's Tony Stark and maybe that's Pepper, who knows. But I think it might have been shot in a misleading way. That's why I'm saying that. Of course, Marvel misleads, especially in a trailer like this. There's probably a few that we're just not aware of right now. We get to see Hawkeye for the first time in a good while, and he's rocking the full Ronin garb. It's obviously implied that his family got decimated, so he's probably gone complete rogue. And a while back there was the rumor that he was going to be killing Yakuza, and that I guess some of them would be Skrulls. I'm not too sure how that would go, but we see that he is in Japan, so it seems kind of likely, and it looks like there's a couple bodies there that he might be responsible for. And we do see Black Widow there, probably more than likely trying to recruit him for this last cause, probably, you know, banking off the fact that he could get his family back. He would do anything. So I think that's going to be the strongest and most reasonable reason why Hawkeye would be in the fight in this Avengers movie. But happy to see him. See Captain America and Black Widow on the Quinjet, and we get Cap in his amazing Winter Soldier stealth suit. We see in his compass he has a little picture of Peggy. I remember seeing set pictures of like 40s cars for Avengers 4, so I don't know if that's going to be due to a flashback. Kind of makes me feel like Steve is going to go back to that time. So the biggest part of this trailer for me, the most telling shot, the whole trailer to me at least, was of Scott Lang at the Avengers compound. And if you thought anything of my thumbnail, then you know kind of where I'm going with this. So I looked at this picture a lot, and a lot of people are talking about this as well, that the picture says archive on it. Then if you look at it, it says archive, and then right next to it, it says 1983. So this alludes that Ant-Man is in the past. He got out of the quantum realm probably via time vortex, but the crazy thing is that I don't understand is how did he get the van to go back with him in the past, which I'm sure will be explained. Just tons of possibilities that my brain is thinking of, and probably none of them that are gonna end up in the movie, but that's all right. That's why I do this. But yeah, guys, as far as Ant-Man being stuck in the past, that's what I kind of believe, just because of that archive footage. Looks just super strange, and unless this is just all for nothing and he actually is in present time, or whatever elapsed time that he got out of the quantum realm at. Some of the other questions that I had for this trailer was just, where was Rocket and where was Rhodes? I mean, Rhodes was one of the members of the Avengers that didn't get snapped, so I was curious where he's at. Maybe he's on his own trying to figure out how to find Tony, possibly. I don't know. And the time elapse is also another tricky thing, because I feel like Avengers Endgame is gonna have like insane amounts to do with the quantum realm and manipulating time and passing through it, or using the quantum realm at least to manipulate time. Is pretty crazy. Maybe they're just gonna reverse things so they're all a team when they do take on Thanos, and that was the only way to do it, together. Obviously we didn't get to see Captain Marvel because we just got her trailer, so we got enough footage of her, and I'm pretty sure once her movie's kind of closer to being out, we'll get a little bit more from her in these promos. So that's pretty much all that I can ground up from this trailer right now. I kind of made this pretty fast because I was just really excited to talk about it. The conclusion to 22 movie arc, the ending of phase 3. I'm pretty excited. I wanted to do a trailer reaction, but I woke up all late and I just want to watch the trailer. I'm so just lazy. Very excited. Pretty much it. If I missed anything, or if you guys have your own theories or any possibilities you guys want to comment on, or anything that I said that might have been wrong, just let me know. Leave it in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys are excited, what you guys thought of the trailer. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want, subscribe. I always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.